organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Just ahead tonight on Daily Iowan TV, college costs. 2 words every student stresses about. See what one politician has planned to lower them. Next.
And Pretty in Pink. Find out why Hubbard Park was booming with students today. And in sports, field hockey youth finds success.
All that and more coming up next.
This is Daily Iowan TV.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Tanner Sigworth.
And I'm Mary Caldwell. In the middle of a heated campaign season for Iowa's U.S. Senate seat, Democratic candidate Bruce Braley made his way to the Iowa Memorial Union today. He and around 24 students sat down to discuss college affordability in the state of Iowa. This comes just after he announced his 4-point plan on college affordability. Students at the event were able to share their concerns and talk about their own concerns with college affordability. In an interview with the Daily Iowan, Braley said, quote, "I think we need to have open minds on all of the factors that affect college costs. One of that is what college and universities charge for tuition, fees, and books. So if there are creative ways we can be providing incentives to create their degrees in a fixed period of time, then I think we should be looking at that. We also have to look at the roles of the things I discussed in making college affordable for Iowa students." Other politicians will be making their way through Iowa City throughout the week, so be sure to tune in for more coverage.
Iowa City's former Henry Sabin Elementary School will soon be demolished. A parking garage, townhomes, and a 5-story bank will take place in the abandoned building. Historic pieces of the site will be taken before the demolition. The demolition could take place as early as next year.
Imagine boiling down what you're most passionate about into 20 photos, then getting up in front of a crowd and talking about it for 7 minutes. This new format of presenting ideas is called Pakakasha, we have a story with Brianna Ox.
Pakakasha. The name means chit-chat in Japanese, and that's exactly what it is. Presenters use 20 slides, talking about each one for 20 seconds, to explain the premise of their project.
The main idea is to be able to express what you're passionate about and start a conversation about how our community can, I don't want to say take advantage of, but really highlight our talents as a group and make the community better.
Architects Astrid Klein and Mark Dytham created Pakakasha. Klein and Dytham say the reason for the time frame is architects talk too much. The constraints force presenters to simplify their ideas, adding to the relaxed environment of the event. The first show night was in Tokyo, 2003. Today, the art form has spread to over 700 cities around the world, and one of those cities happens to be Cedar Rapids. With Pakakasha recently going viral, it has been constantly compared to TED Talks, a foundation dedicated to spreading great ideas broadcasted via the internet. However, the two are different.
The idea behind both are similar, getting people that are passionate about what they do together and having a good time talking about it. But the presentation form is so simple. It brings everyone's attention to the images that are in front of them. It gives it a more relaxed feeling.
The fame gained from its comparison to TED Talks only benefits Pakakasha events. The last show night to be held in Iowa City hosted 50 people. The event's theme was the value of green buildings and design. Reporting from Iowa City, this is Brianna Ox, Daily Iowan TV.
The next Pakakasha night will be held on October 9th from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Salisbury House and Gardens in Cedar Rapids.
You may have seen a lot of pink around campus today, and I'm not talking about the color. Victoria's Secret's Pink line held an event on campus today to promote their new University of Iowa collection. Most of these clothes have not hit stores yet, and campus representatives from Pink say this is a way to get their word out about their brand. This event is held at 12 different campuses across the nation, ranging everywhere from Ohio to Washington.
Dance Marathon made their lime green debut on campus today. Marathon morale captains covered the Pennacrest in an effort to get people to join Dance Marathon. This is all part of what is known as Lime Days, where Dance Marathon members hold an event each day to promote the big event. Today's event showcased pillowcases with facts about childhood cancer. They also have facts about where all of the money Dance Marathon raises goes. The pillowcases are shown at the big event, and each case represents a kiddo.
The things that are on the pillowcases are things that we want to try to eliminate. And that's the whole point of Dance Marathon, is to get more people involved so we can get rid of those facts and get these numbers down.
The big event is February 6th, and it will be Dance Marathon's 21st year at the University of Iowa.
Still to come on Daily Iowan TV, Out at the Orchard. We'll take you to Wilson's in Iowa City to see if apples are in good shape this fall.
And in sports, the Monday Whip Around crew is back in action, bringing us soccer, volleyball, and field hockey coverage.
But first, Mary, I don't know about you, but I'm beginning to notice that the leaves are starting to change colors.
That's right, Tanner, which must mean more fall weather is on the way. Katie Sextro is standing by in the Daily Iowan TV weather studio. Katie, what can we expect this week?
More days like today are headed our way. It's starting to feel like summer in September. Tomorrow morning, as you're walking to class, it'll be around 56 degrees and sunny. As the day goes on, temps will reach the low 60s and we'll see clear skies. As evening approaches, it will be about 68 degrees and partly cloudy. As we look towards the rest of the week, those temperatures will keep climbing and we'll see more and more sun. Wednesday will be in the low to mid 70s and partly cloudy. Thursday and Friday will feel like summer with temperatures in the upper 70s and mostly sunny skies. This beautiful weather will continue during the weekend with more sun, little chance of rain, and temps of almost 80 on Saturday and Sunday. Make sure to get outside and enjoy the warm weather this week. That's all I've got. Mary and Tanner, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Katie. Who doesn't love a trip to the apple orchard? With fall finally underway, Daily Iowan TV's Austin Love went to see how the apples are faring this year.
From tasty treats to family fun, and of course those delicious apples. Wilson's Apple Orchard has become a family fall tradition to many local families here in Iowa.
Starting last year, we started doing this every year now. We look forward to it. We can't wait.
A fall tradition that could have been tainted by harsh weather conditions.
We were within 1 degree of frost, which would have ruined the crop, and we missed that. We had a hailstorm that, we have 2 orchards actually, and the hailstorm went right between the 2 of them, devastated everything in its wake.
After dodging a few bullets by Mother Nature, Wilson's is still turning out their homemade apple cider vinegar, jams and jellies, and of course their famous apple turnovers that Barb Schindler says the secret is in the apples.
Well, you have to start out with good apples, which we have lots of varieties of. And usually the filling is a combination of several varieties of apples. So I just think, yep, just the apples is where you have to start.
With a wide variety of apples from Honeycrisp to Macintosh and Wilson's exclusive Song of September apple, they pride themselves on one thing.
What we're really known for in apples is being able to get them ripe. You know, I mean, most supermarket apples, they cannot pick ripe because they won't last long enough. So we like people to come out, whether they pick them or we pick them ripe. So the flavor is quite a bit different.
A difference that keeps bringing locals of all ages back to Wilson's.
It's not just a place to come and pick apples, it's a place to come and spend some time outdoors with your family and just let the kids run, you know, just let them get dirty and let them, you know, do what we used to do as kids.
Though the apple crop took a hard hit in 2012, today, 2014, it has made a full recovery, and places like Wilson's Apple Orchard are flourishing. From Daily Iowan TV, I'm Austin Love.
Every Friday this fall is Family Night at Wilson's, which features a live band, cookout, and tractor rides for kids.
On Friday, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell held a press conference to address the recent cases of domestic violence among NFL players. Goodell said that he is not satisfied with how they handled the suspension of running back Ray Rice and that the NFL will work to change the league's personal conduct policy. 2 players have recently been accused of domestic violence, San Francisco defensive lineman Ray McDonald and Carolina defensive end Greg Hardy.
Tanner, such unfortunate news in the NFL. It may take fans a while to feel like they can fully trust Goodell and the organization again.
Absolutely, Mary. Moving right along, we'll now toss it to our own Daily Iowan TV sports studio with Taylor Bartz, who hopefully has some better news for Iowa athletics. Taylor?
Thanks, guys. And yes, some positive news coming from Iowa athletics. Field hockey and soccer are both coming off successful weekends, but the volleyball team dropping their match against an in-state rival. For more about how those teams fared, I'll now toss things over to our Whip Around crew.
Hello and welcome to our Monday evening whip around. I'm Taylor Mathis here outside the Iowa Soccer Complex. This past weekend, the University of Iowa women's soccer team completed another shutout with a 1-0 victory over Big Ten rivals Minnesota. The lone goal was scored by sophomore Amanda Lulick in the 33rd minute for her first career goal. The Iowa Hawkeyes will be back in action here at Iowa this Thursday to welcome league newcomers, Maryland. Now let's toss it over to Zach Mackey at Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Iowa volleyball team just got done with their tournament run, 3 tournaments down, and now the regular season is in sight as they travel to Ames, Iowa over the weekend to take on the Cyclones in the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. The Hawks fell in 3 sets, but now they look to rebound in Big Ten play as they travel to Lincoln, Nebraska to take on the Cornhuskers on Tuesday. Now, out to Laura Belanda.
Where the University of Iowa women's field hockey team will be facing Indiana University this Friday, September 26th at 2:30. Yesterday, the team earned their first shutout of the season in New Jersey against Rutgers University. Junior Natalie Cafone scored 2 of those points, and senior Sarah Watro put the 3rd on the board. The team's record is now 5-2. We wish the girls the best of luck here in Iowa City this Friday. Let's toss it back to the studio. That'll do it for tonight's whip around.
Thanks for that, guys. The 5-2 Iowa field hockey team is also embracing many newcomers this season. I caught up with the team earlier this week to talk about the dynamic of this young and talented team. The number 7th ranked University of Iowa field hockey team has high hopes for this season and are looking forward to utilizing some of their new young talent. A majority of this year's team is underclassmen, consisting of 10 freshmen and 5 sophomores. Coach Lucy says this new group of girls was chosen for a number of reasons.
First and foremost, it's the good people. Okay, so we want people who are going to understand our standard and expectations and really be just great ambassadors of the university. And then the very close next second is their athleticism and versatility. So a lot of times the position they play in high school, they will not end up playing in college. So we want people who are flexible and can play multiple positions.
Junior forward Natalie Cafone says that she has very high hopes for this new group of girls and is prepared to help them along the way.
Well, we've all been freshmen at some point, so we know it's not easy, but since they're a lot of our team, we do expect a lot from them, but we know that they can give it. So we expect a lot from them, but we're here for them, walk them through everything and show them everything that we've learned.
After all, learning is the most important thing. Using each other as motivation and constantly striving for better is something that the girls, especially these new freshmen, always try to remember.
We're focusing on just really getting adjusted to everything. We came in here, 10 of us, just kind of expecting hard work, but knowing that we're all here together and that we're here to push each other every single day.
Working hard and winning games is something Iowa's field hockey team is known for. But it's what the organization stands for and looks to develop in their new players that attracted Lefkowitz to the team.
I chose to come to Iowa because when I first came, the coaches offered a great program. They recruit people, not just athletes, for their talent, and I thought that was really respectful. I just love the program.
After the win over Rutgers, the team is looking to keep the momentum going in this weekend's game against Indiana. Heading into the week of 5 college football action, the Big Ten earns themselves a little more respect as 4 teams broke today's AP Top 25 rankings poll.
And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get an inside look at tomorrow's pages of the Daily Iowan. Read more about Bruce Braley's visit to the UI and what he has in store for college affordability.
And the Iowa Chop House restaurant is having yet another soft opening tonight. Read about the newest grub in town in Lindsay Drilling's story tomorrow. That's your latest edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to follow us on Twitter for 24-hour action.
At DITV News is our Twitter handle.
I'm Mary Caldwell.
And I'm Tanner Sigworth.
Thanks for watching and have a great night.